Hi guys, welcome to another video about ALCI. This time we're gonna build an ISO all the way, but we have made some little changes and let's go over them. First of all, we have a website called alci.online. So it's no longer on ArcoLinux ISO. Well, it is and it isn't. There we just define or say to you guys, look, it's actually not really related to ArcoLinux at all. It's actually a project on its own because it's about ArcoLinux and it's about the combination with Calamares. So here, if you come here, you'll find that this awesome project has another website. All right. The idea is to build an ArcoLinux ISO with Calamares on it. And the ideal way is that you build it, that you don't download it, but that you build this thing. And you decide what you put on that particular ISO. It's created as closely as possible to stay with ArcoLinux, and you can follow me all the way. All the way starts here. Creation of ALCI of ArcoLinux Calamares, just a few days ago. And it goes up like this. What we've done, we've added things, adding packages to it, arcify it with ArcoLinux packages to create on ArcoLinux itself. So we can create it at this point in time. It's tested on ArcoLinux and ArcoLinux, but my goal is, can it be done on, I don't know, EndeavourOS? Can it be done on so many others? So we'll figure that out. We'll see what needs to be done so we can build on any ArcoLinux based system this particular project. Okay, so all the information is here, just focused on one website, and I'm gonna go and visit other distros and build them on ArcoLinux, build them on ArcoLinux, build them on Garuda Linux, and so on, as long as it is a ArcoLinux build. And all the GitHub, you'll find all the GitHubs you need to build it. All right, enough said. What has changed? Well, Super Shift Enter. I've made it official. We have a official repo, an official ALCI local repo. That's gonna be fun. That means any package you build or any package you download from somewhere and you want to have it on the ISO, just put it in here. In another video you can see online, we created a simple package for wallpapers, nemesis-wallpapers. That's what we've done in the other video, and the result is that you have a bunch of wallpapers at some particular space and user share backgrounds. There you have the nemesis wallpapers. But the point is, of course, if you can add one package to your ISO, you can add thousands of it. Build it, download it any way you like it, and put it in here. And then you put it on the list. Please, this one, this one, this one, this one on the ISO. Okay, so that has a definite place here for later. You go and download the code. You saw where we need to download it. Did I close it now? No, here it is. So if we go to here, there's a shortcut, git clone, this particular place, but I'll go just to my system here, which already downloaded. ALCI, there are several things to download as GitHubs. This is our repository, the package builds. These are two ISOs. One is really nothing on it, and the other one is trying out. So development, dev is development, and Nemesis also is for me a development version of ALCI DWM. So we're booting up in DWM, our DWM, not the official one, and we delete it afterwards. So there can be no conflict. If you want to install DWM, it's never gonna conflict, right? Because this is a unique one. And then we have the Calamares configuration. The Calamares itself is built in the package here. Okay, what did we change here? I don't think we can see it anymore because often I do a compare. you know that, but it's just a small text here that's different. So that's, oh, the wrong folder, sorry guys, these folders. Compare. So everything seems to be the same. Pacman init service. We've added Celtic to it, but it's with a hashtag, so it's not used in the one without. That's the normal one. The right one is development. So if I develop things, I want to have stuff from ArcoLinux, I want to have stuff from ArcoLinux, I want to have stuff from Celtic, and now I can also have stuff from me, local repo. But there's no key needed for that. And then we have the Pacman.conf. So again, the left one is the most ArcoLinux possible way of doing things. And the right one is, let's include packages from ArcoLinux. Let's include packages from Multilib. Let's include packages from ALCI repo, Calamares config. But also let's include here packages from Celtic. So if you say, look, I'm gonna do that too. That's that. Now I am missing one. So I wonder where my data has gone. I am missing a particular texts. No, it's okay. So this is the Pacman that's on the ISO. This is your future Pacman.conf. The Pacman.conf for building is here. Okay, so I'm gonna have a look. If you want to build with these repos on, you want to build with Multilib on, build with local repo on, and now it comes, that's new, right? Adding your own local repo. And that's explained in the article number 13 or something like that. How to add your local custom repo. I just moved them to an official place because here we put it on the desktop. And yeah, the desktop is not the right place to keep your custom local repository for ArcoLinux packages. So now it has a folder, a specific one, and you can extrapolate what you need to do. If you take a look at the name, home Eric. You're not called Eric, you just take your own name that you'll find up here, home Eric, right? And then have a look, one level up is my ALCI local repo, and that is corresponding with the text here. So the name of the folder should be the same as the name of the folder up there. And of course, here the pathway. And then Pacman says, oh, I know where it is. There's a repo, there's a database, and boom, your packages are also on the ISO, and that's the fun. So now we have, it's all fitting now. I mean, you can go pure Arch, you can go Arch and Multilib, you can go Arch and Repo and Celtic, and now your own local files as well. And of course we need this one to have Calamares. But eventually, if this project would not continue to exist, you just keep on working, right? You put your Calamares in here, in your local repo. All the packages that are in the ALCI repo, you just put them in here, and it keeps on working. All right, what else did I change? It just hit me. I do find strange why, yeah, I deleted these guys. Okay, check. What I did also was rethink the SDDM story. When you build your ISO, we use SDDM to greet you. Calamares is loaded, DWM is loaded. All right, and afterwards we deleted it. This time I thought, nah, it's not convenient. Let's just keep SDDM on the ISO. But in the end, whether a user chooses wrong folder, whether a user chooses this or that, display manager, if it's SDDM you choose, well, it will be activated as this first line. But if you keep SDM and LightDM, it will be LightDM who's going to win, which is the last one. You see? So if you opt, we boot up, think about chronology, timing. You boot up in SDM, you see Calamares, you install everything, and we used to remove SDM. I've changed that. SDM stays. But if you chose LightDM, LightDM will win. If you chose GDM, GDM will win. You'll boot up in GDM. And the same goes for LXDM. So that's the best solution, I think. End result, the package SDM is still on your ISO, on your future ISO. -R, Pacman -R SDM, it's gone. Sorry. So, I think that's the best approach of going about things. And then it's testing, right? It's testing. Compare these two guys with each other. They'll show you what's different, what we do differently. So if you want to really keep all Arch, you don't put the keys in ArcoLinux. You don't put the keys in from Celtic or any other person. Okay, fine. And the other part is, yes, please do get those keys in so we can install packages. And then the Pacman.conf here, change nothing or change everything, right? Get more, where can I find packages? That's here. But this is your future Pacman. Remember where we are, and this is a top level Pacman. This is what is used for the ISO. So here is your local repo. That's only used for installing, in this case, nemesis-wallpapers. And then last thing, and now we're gonna build packages. So this is a development part, and the right part is the development part. Hence the name Nemesis here, hence dev here. So we can try out some stuff while you're working with the left side. Here we chose for LightDM, and why not instead of LightDM GTK greeter, I just typed in Ctrl-T, see the Pacman, -S, and then LightDM, tap. That's wrong, tap. Like this. And you see some names. I thought, hey, let's try out like greeter, right? Okay. So it's LightDM and Slick Greeter. We're not going for SDM, which in the rule that we just saw, SDM is on the ISO, is still on the future PC. He finds SDM and says, okay, SDM is the boss. Then 3 lines later, he says, there's LightDM as well. LightDM is the boss. And then LightDM gets activated. So I think that's the best approach to be efficient. All right. Base development is here, Linux header is here, XFC again, or Mate or Cinnamon or anything like it. And here we go for everything, right? The right side, go get me stuff from ArcoLinux. So the mirror list and the keyring. And this is coming from ArcoLinux, so we know it's working. Celtic. Install me stuff from Celtic, okay? There are so many packages out there. I've seen that I have 299 Linux kernels there. So too much time to test them off of, too little time to test everything. And then later on, let's create our own packages, a local repo, and this is from us, nemesis-wallpapers. Nobody has this. This is local, my ISO. The point of the ALCI is to give you all the freedom and independence from me, from anyone. Use the tools, learn the procedures and the workflow, and put your calamares there. Put your configs there. Put anything there. And maybe I could combine it with something somebody told me online. Said I can't put anything, my own configs online and so on and so on. So look, I said, let's copy paste, right? This is the original one. I'm going to the desktop. And he said, look, I would like to add stuff to my machine. And I said, everything you put in etc/scal is gonna go on your future system. And the only thing we've put here is the X resources. They have a beautiful X term. Super enter and Ctrl-Alt-T and all that. That's your terminal, your X term. So that's the only thing that's there. But what if? You can put anything in here. You can have a look at your .config. That's something I would do. Get inside, dig inside your .config. What's in here that you would like to keep? Don't just copy paste to there, which is entirely possible. But have a look and say, okay, this folder, yes. Termite settings, no, yes. Tint2 settings, why not, etc. The same goes for the local file. Also a folder, this folder and this folder. Look at them both and then you can put them in here. As a way of exercise, I'll just copy paste the Bezier C, for example. Right, Control C, Control V. We do love our keyboard shortcuts and we're missing them. Well, the aliases, not the keyboard shortcuts, the aliases, which are shortcuts as well, of course. Okay, check, and off we go. So if I copy all the rest, or just thing, proof is it's gonna work. It's gonna be on your future system. All right, let's build. Time 16 minutes. Okay. So we go to installation scripts. Move up here, right mouse click, open terminal, and we go for 40. Since I've just built everything, the packages are on my cache folder, so it's gonna be faster. Less download space, and the new kernel is coming in. This is typical ArcoLinux. How many kernels do we have, right? It's you can count it. Don't believe for me. I mean, just go to the ArcoLinux website. It's like, I don't know, 2 kernels a week, 3 kernels a week. It's quite often that we have a new kernel. So the ISO will have the latest kernel. If you want to keep track of things, always interesting, if you can, of course, you go to Ctrl H, you go to ALCI build x86-64. This is your future system. Yeah. Let's have a look. Are all wallpapers there? User share, backgrounds. Awesome. Nemesis is here. So on my future system, I'll have this beautiful, nice kitten. And people might know where this wallpaper is coming from another operating system. What's this? GIMP. So if it's not opening with the correct application, open with another application. Nomax, use as default, done. And now we have a nice one. I do like Nomax. Well, the way we created it, we've made it nice and dark, and I often use it to just crop things. So okay, I want to have this and that, the graphics DE, need to lose that, stuff like that. And then enter, and it's gone. All right. Let me think. Have I forgotten anything? So that's our Nemesis wallpaper. I followed the structure of, I often do that. It's easy for later. You visually see where is this going to end. In user, share, backgrounds, Nemesis. That's where it's going to end. And that's the video before this. We've shown you how to build a package just for something unimportant. But it's a good test and it's a fun test. Wallpapers are fun and make our systems beautiful. We have to look at them all the time. What I can explain as well. So the ALCI Calamares. I told you that SDM was, that's the wrong folder. I told you that I deleted SDM again. I can show you that. Where am I looking at now? I'm always selecting the wrong thing, am I? Oh yeah, I'm in the package build. Almost done. We can build. Let me just show you this. So this one, correct folder now. SDDM used to be removed. In the etc calamares modules packages conf, I say remove anything we don't need anymore. Any stuff we use for calamares that we don't use afterwards. And in this case, I said let's leave SDDM on. It's deleted, it's red. It's not deleted, it means, right? So let's have a look. Super, F7. Oh, wrong screen, go here. And again, wrong screen because I have two screens and I always put my VirtualBox on my second. Control F. Off it goes. We are 100% ArcoLinux. You be the judge of that. You can see the video I've made, and what's different is easily done with a Erlang. So go to the Arch ISO folder in user share Arch ISO, go in Erlang and compare with Melt, and you'll know the differences. But we need some of these differences, right? Otherwise, well, there's nothing. You put in something black, you're back in Arch. And we did not want to have the Archway installation. We want to have a calamares, a graphical one. Didn't do anything about fonts, so it's just the way it is. No fonts installed. And we just go ahead. This we are so used to type in all these commands, all these buttons to press, and off it goes. So this is DWM, our DWM. It doesn't say up here on the right here. It is ALCI DWM, and like I said, it won't conflict if you want to build DWM with your future ALCI ISO. It has workspaces as usual, and you can find out the keyboard shortcuts in the normal place in the .config. But basically this is just pass through. Here it is, a desktop, click your thing, pass through. And the reasoning, the thinking has been done beforehand. You build the ISO. Before building the ISO, you think, what do I get? Where do I get it? Do I need keys? Do I need a mirror list? Now I'm gonna build it myself, put it on the local repo, and off you go. And let's have a look if our wallpapers are in there, the local thing. Yes, this is ArcoLinux, and he does want to activate my wireless on my desktop. Since I don't have a wireless, you have to disable that particular service. Stuff like that will always be present. Look at that. How is it possible that it shows me neofetch? That is not the ArcoLinux way. Well, no. Remember, bash RC, we copy pasted our stuff over, Control H. Here's the bash RC. Whose bash RC is that? That's ours. So anything you put in the etc skel is boom on the home directory of the future user. So that's super cool. All the settings you take for wallpapers, I mean, anything, terminals, it's always a big bunch of folders inside your .config. Any of those things, I say, I want to keep that, that's cool, that's how I want, that's the configuration I need, and put it all in. Don't need to make a package. We have had some fun making a package for the wallpapers, but basically just dump them on the ISO, and there it is. On the etc skel, it gets inside your home directory. Now things will not work. Of course not, right? Oh, Paul, yay, command is not found. There's no yay helper. Oh yeah, then I have to think about it. Okay, will I build it myself, put it on the local repo? Can I get it somewhere? ArcoLinux has it. Celtic AOR probably as well. So you can get it from there. So time-wise, get the stuff that's already built from somewhere else, and the things you're missing, you build it yourself. I would do something like that. All right, the wallpaper, right mouse click, desktop settings, XFCE, one level up, backgrounds. Nemesis here, cool. And then we click and we select our little kitten, for example. So this opens doors, this opens ways of limitless freedom to grab things from here and there, but again restrict yourself to pure Arch as well. Will you install immediately in XFCE, or will you just boot up in something black and you type sudo pacman -s and then you decide, okay, this time it's gonna be cinnamon, and you type it yourself. It's all possible, it's all free. All right, have fun guys.